Hello and welcome to Community Connection. I'm your host, Tracy Christensen. There are times when we can all use a little extra help when it comes to questions about health, housing, and safety. Fortunately, the United Way provides the 211 hotline to answer questions that arise in the course of everyday life. Kiara Cameron is the State Director of 211, and she's here to tell us about this great program and the services they provide. Thanks, Kiara.
Thank you.
So, what do people need to know about 211?
Well, probably the most important thing is that it's statewide, that you can access it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by just dialing those three numbers, 211. And what that gets you to is actually about 8,000 different services that cover everything from I need food to I need to see a doctor. And it's just a great way for people to fill in. We often refer to gaps in needs, and it's a great way for people to fill that in.
You know, I was thinking about 211 just yesterday because a member of a chat group that I belong to had posted, hey, I need some help. I am having surgery. I'm a single mom. I can't pay my rent. My child has special needs, and I don't know who to turn to for help. And so I always think 211. It's so great to be able to have that resource that covers so many different agencies.
And that's true, and that's really what this wonderful benefit is, and why it's such a great program, is that instead of this mom who's already in the situation where she's frustrated and overwhelmed, trying to figure out from a Google search or from the phone book, where do I go, how do I get help, we have people who are trained to understand and know all of the different resources are. And all they have to do is call and talk to them, and they talk to them holistically about their entire situation, what would make them eligible for different things, and then they connect them directly, not through the phone, but give them the information that they need in order to contact the appropriate resources. So it saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of energy, and there's a lot of times that having that comforting voice on the other end of the phone is very helpful and helps make the situation seem a little bit more manageable.
Yes, and you have access to so many different organizations and charities and different groups in Utah who are able to help that we just might not know about all those.
It's almost impossible to know all of them. Yeah, there's almost 2,000 different organizations that we house, and to be able to keep track of all of the different, eligibility in the programs, it takes us about 18,000 hours a year. So it's almost impossible for a single person to really understand. It's a complicated system, and we help people navigate that.
And I mentioned that with that one particular woman's situation, but just maybe share with us some other scenarios of who's benefiting from 211 or who should benefit.
So actually there's a variety of people who call. Single moms is actually probably a pretty frequent and typical caller for us. A lot of these women have never had to navigate the system before, and suddenly they find themselves in a situation where they need to care for themselves and their children while trying to stabilize. Also people who are on limited incomes, maybe seniors. But also people who are trying to help those people. So people who work in churches, or people who might work in doctor's offices or even at government offices often use the services, because every organization comes up against a wall where they can no longer help, but they know that there's more help that is needed by each person. And so they call on us, they lean on us in order to be able to know where to send them next.
It's really valuable. And so all people have to do is dial 211 on their phone, or they can reach you online. Will you remind us of your website?
Absolutely. The website is 211ut.org for 211 Utah. And if you go on there, you can actually also find a place to email or chat live as well. So there's several options. And you can also search our database online for free.
Thank you so much, Kiara.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. To learn more about this and other organizations featured here on Community Connection, please visit our website, KBYU11.org. Thank you, and please join us next time on Community Connection.